Welcome to a brand new episode of Well, You're Wrong, the podcast. That is a lighthearted, unprovable argument with almost no references to ice cream.
Almost. You messed that one up.
We had the one. Well, yeah. it was worth telling.
It really was, actually. I'll agree with you on that one.
As always, I am your host, Josh James.
And I am the most okayest host, Jeff Preefert.
The world's okayest.
The world's okayest. Got the mug to prove it.
This week's a little different. We have a special guest. We took a trip. The podcast took a road trip.
It did.
And while we were away, we recorded a segment. And you guys will hear that later. Before we do that, I mentioned last week or the week before a prediction about Shedeur Sanders. And it was meant to be mostly funny.
I think you kind of argued on that deal, though.
But well, no. I mean, I do think that that's going to happen. But the idea wasn't that like he's going to be great.
Right,
the idea was that he's going to do good for a game to make people think that he's great, and then be who he is.
Right.
And I didn't want that to be misunderstood. Shedeur Sanders is not very good.
Sure.
Very positive.
Okay.
I don't think. And now it's going to be even harder for him to come in and have that one miraculous game.
Right, because I think his miraculous game may have been that first.
Might have been, yeah.
That first preseason game where he actually did okay. Because, he came into another one and shit the bed.
It just, a lot of those quarterbacks will come in and do good one time. Like, see, you guys made a mistake. And then, like, they'll come out again and like, oh, no, they are who we thought they were.
Right.
You know? But I do. Sorry to anyone I misled. I do not think he's good. I don't think he'll ever be good.
I think that was a good correction, though, because I really thought that you thought he was going to be like the next,
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
next Flacco or something.
That shows little Joey. That shows that you don't know me very well, then, Jeffrey.
I know.
The beer
at all.
I don't think that you do. The beer this week, it's not a craft beer by any means.
No.
But a listener, Elizabeth, was very adamant that we try it.
Yes.
It is from Quick Trip, the old QT.
It is the QT.
It's quitting time beer.
It's the QT.
It's actually bottled from Marshall Brewing Company out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. 4.3% alcohol by volume, and I got to tell you, it tastes like you're quitting something.
What's the IBUs on it? Do you know?
They don't even have. There's no IBUs in this. It's just.
Oh, it's gonna be one
beer.
of those.
It's just beer.
Okay. I haven't tasted it yet.
I've tasted a couple of drinks. Like it's like a Busch Light level beer, but not as good. Maybe it has a weird burnt taste at the end of it.
Yeah, it's
one that you like. Hey, get 12 of them.
Right,
we're going to the river, and we're just going to get drunk.
You would need more than 12 if you're talking to somebody. That would mean 6 apiece.
Yeah, well,
and if you're going to the river,
I saw you recently get drunk on 3 beers, so maybe we don't.
But if you're going to the river.
You know what I mean? Get a bunch of them.
But those are craft beers with IBUs.
They have IBUs, yeah, they're more potent. So, but you know what I mean? Like, just it's that beer that like you're just going to drink like water. There's not a lot of
because
beer
it basically
flavor.
is.
Yeah, there's not a lot of beer flavor to it.
No, it's actually not bad though. I mean, it's
not.
This is good football beer, really.
Yeah,
like a good football beer.
It's a good garage beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which ironically, I've not had garage beer, which is the one like the Kelsey brothers have like bought into. Not tried that yet. I'll have to try some of that. We'll do maybe next week. We'll try some garage beer.
Okay. Well, we still have to get the other one, the Stone Cloud.
Yeah, we gotta find it.
Yeah,
find it.
Yep.
We were in a lot of places with a lot of liquor stores that we could have went to, and we didn't go to any of them.
Right. So it's not necessarily that we couldn't find it there. We just didn't look there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell her that, but yeah.
No, but it's okay.
We did go to a barbecue store.
We did. We didn't find it there either.
It was not there. We did find some sauce.
Yeah, we did.
So we went to Kansas City. Which obviously, if you've listened to this or know me at all, know that is.
Do you know where my sauce is?
Yeah, it's in my car.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say, I just remembered that when you said that.
Yeah. You left it in my car and your charging cable and your jacket. And I'd like you to get all that shit out of my car, please. It's really taking.
I was just in the car. You didn't seem worried about it then. You didn't throw it at me.
That's not my job to keep track of your shit.
Well, I get that, but I mean, if it's really upsetting you, think you'd like throw it at me or something.
I'll get it before you leave because I want you to try that sauce. Anyway,
I appreciate that.
We went to Kansas City. That's how my week was.
Same here.
We took a little trip up there last Thursday, which is why we didn't have an episode last week. We were
recording this one.
Yeah, we recorded this one and having fun. Letting off a little steam.
Yep.
Enjoying ourselves, look like kid-free weekend.
Right.
We went. I'll let you talk more about it. We went to my favorite place on earth, which is Arrowhead Stadium, to
see my favorite team on earth.
Yeah.
The Nebraska Cornhuskers, and as a road game, by the way.
Yeah.
And man, the fans showed out for that one. The Nebraska fans did.
It was pretty crazy because they played Cincinnati, which they're not two teams that play each other a lot, so there's not like a rivalry or anything.
Yeah.
It was just something that the guys at Arrowhead are trying to do.
Yep.
The owners of the team are trying to have like a college football kickoff in Kansas City.
Right.
And so they paid Cincinnati to come down and have one of their home games.
And I don't think they want to tie it necessarily to the Big 12 either. I was reading on that. They just want a game.
Just a game?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So, I mean, technically they could get anybody.
Yeah. Hopefully that'd be good. You can get some big draws on
OU Nebraska there would be awesome. Just saying. Just throwing that out there, to all the people that are very influential that listen to us.
Missouri, Kansas, the border war would be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Which happens this Saturday, by the way.
I know.
First time in a long time.
I think it's going to be a good game.
So I'm excited about it.
I think both teams, they didn't either team really played anybody, but I mean at the same time they look good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. But it was crazy because for a Cincinnati home game, and like their cheerleaders came and their band came and all that, and there were maybe 100 Cincinnati fans.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was listening to another podcaster. I'm not going to mention them now. I don't want all of you just going over there.
Yeah,
but there was another podcaster that's really famous.
It's not around anymore.
And exactly. And he was talking about like going there and everything, and like he saw a total of 4 Cincinnati people. And he was like, it was crazy. And the 4 that he saw were these 20-year-old kids, and he was going to go up to them and tell them good game and everything, but they were pissed off at the night. He's like, I don't need to get in a fight.
It was not. I will say
we walked with the band at the end of the game. After the game,
we did. Yeah, with the Cincinnati band.
Yeah. Not like on the field walk with them.
No,
it's not like we were doing the routine.
Stadium. Yeah, they were through the stadium, and I felt like they needed some support. Mm-hmm. They were getting booed.
Yeah,
by their team.
So that was the one thing I will say that, and I wasn't in there at the beginning of that. Like when we walked down to our seats, they were already booing.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if something was said or something like that. Beforehand when they were introducing them, I don't know.
I think it was just that they were Cincinnati. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, exactly, and I believe that to be the case because that's all I saw. And no, I thought that was really crappy.
Yeah,
like
those kids.
I wouldn't have expected that out of Nebraska fans. They usually don't do that. They usually pat the other team on the shoulder and say, "Hope for a good game." And to boo the band, that was really weird.
Well, yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
It was a fun.
Like it was Colorado's band.
It was a fun atmosphere. I've been to a lot of games at Arrowhead, and it was good. You guys were loud, and it was a good time.
It was loud in there. I was. I love Arrowhead because it's funny because this one came down to a defensive stop, and the last one I was there came down to a defensive stop.
Yeah,
both of them, which is absolutely bonkers to me. That both my games at Arrowhead were like that.
Yeah,
but no, it was loud. Nebraska fans were everywhere. It was a great fun game. As much as I wanted Nebraska just to bulldoze a team, I was glad it was a good game because it just made it better.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah. But no, it was awesome. I was pretty happy about the turnout and everything, and I was really happy that you were there with me.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. I'm glad I got to share it with you. We parked basically in Illinois. I've never parked so far away from that stadium in my life.
Yep.
Because on the other side of the complex, you park way in the back. You come through this weird, we call it the murder tunnel. It's like it doesn't seem like a place you never want to be. I've done that lots of times.
Yeah, lot I for Illinois.
We parked in lot O, which I didn't know it went that high. And if you're familiar with the sports complex at all, or look it up, it's basically in the woods. It's a gravel lot in the woods.
It was absolutely crazy. Like,
I'm pretty sure they're just like, I don't know where to put you. Just park over there.
Yeah, it wasn't even concrete. It was just gravel.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah.
I've never walked so much in my life. And then the next day.
Yep. What? Yeah. Go ahead.
No, do you want to say more about that night?
No. Okay. I was going to say that too. So
the next day, I got parking as close as humanly possible to the Royal Stadium because we went to see the Royals play the Tigers.
Yep.
My Royals lost, but it was still a good time. We had good seats to that. It was a Nebraska night, so you got a whole Nebraska weekend there, buddy.
Heck yeah.
We
there's a lot of Nebraska fans there too.
Yeah, there was. There usually is. That's common,
right?
At the Royals games. The one thing we wanted to do when we first got in the stadium was go get a brat, and we walked all around that damn stadium to try to find a place that had brats. They had places for every other kind of food you can imagine.
Italian.
Right. And we finally settled on, there's like Philly cheesesteaks. Yep. They weren't bad for stadium Philly cheesesteaks.
I thought it was great.
And then
as we're
walking them back to our seats. And the one place we didn't go to was like the section that, like the 10 feet that was by our seats.
Right.
And that's where they sold the bratwurst.
Yeah. Like right by our seats. If we just went to our seats first.
Yeah. It was, then we needed to get more steps in the day, I guess.
Well, then we actually had more steps that day according to my watch.
Oh, really?
We had more on that day than we did the day before, even though we parked 17 miles away.
Well, we walked around the stadium several times.
Right. Looking for the
And
Nebraska
before that, we walked all through a hospital. We were fine. We did what everyone does on vacation, which is take a friend to a medical procedure.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why you go usually.
Right.
Yeah. It's vacations.
It wasn't a planned thing. But it came up, and my favorite listener needed some help, so we took her over there, which ended up being really fun because she was on drugs.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Because of the procedure, not like we didn't pick her up and she was like doing meth.
She was on medicine.
Yes, she was on medicine. Yeah,
not just. I mean, they were medical drugs.
Yeah, they were given to her by a medical professional. Right. That was a lot of fun.
We didn't have to take her because she was on.
Yeah,
drugs.
we didn't take her to pump her stomach like that. It wasn't a weird thing. No, and then we went from there to a Royals game. It was a strange day.
Yeah,
but it was good. I had a lot of fun.
It's a normal Friday, right?
Yeah, exactly. What more did you want to do? Ate barbecue.
Yes, we did.
Friday before the Nebraska game, went to Q39, which is one of my all-time favorite.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's one of my all-time favorite spots. We just ate stadium food Saturday, right? Or Friday at the Royals game. Yeah. Saturday we went to Joe's.
Right. Yeah. Saturday we went to Joe's. Did we not eat anything on Friday?
No.
Oh, no.
We just ate at the stadium.
Because we took an hour and a half to find coffee. That's right.
Yeah, it took us a long time to find coffee because of road construction and school being let out early.
Yeah, he goes, sits in 2 different or 3 different car lines. They have no kid.
It wasn't my fault. All right.
Yeah.
How was I to know that they were getting out early? I don't know. But we got our coffee.
We did.
And we got our bratwurst.
Yes, we did.
All right. So what more do you want? And you got a bobblehead.
You got
2 windbreakers that say Nebraska.
Right.
I paid extra for those, and I don't even like that team. So you're welcome.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. And then so Saturday we ate some good barbecue.
Yeah, Joe's was really good. I really like that one too. Yeah. I like the barbecue sauce.
It's a good place. Yeah, it's one of the top.
Their banana pudding was fucking phenomenal.
That was really good.
It was.
What'd you get at Joe's? Did you get a Z-Man?
Yeah, I got a Z-Man pork.
Pork Z-Man.
Yeah.
I always get the. I always forget what it's called. It's the pulled pork with like the jalapenos and the spicy one, whatever that is.
Oh, okay.
Like the rocket, the rocket pig. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
That's what I always get there. It's good shit. And we went to Micro Center.
Yeah, we did.
That was a good time.
Fucking love Micro Center.
Did some nerd shit.
It's funny you say that because right before you got here, I was looking at Micro Center's website.
Yeah.
Because they had a lot of filament there. So their website's about $10 more per roll than in the store.
Really?
Yeah. So I was kind of bummed. I should have bought
I'm going back in a couple of days.
Okay.
Well, a couple of weeks, I guess. Not a couple of days. A couple of weeks.
I may Venmo you some monies.
Yeah, I can do that.
To get me some stuff.
I'm going to jump in and get some PC parts anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to finally, after all these years, get into PC gaming.
That's what I'm talking about. It's really the only way it's the PC Master Race. That's...
I'm still probably not going to like it as much.
Yeah, you will.
I don't think I will.
I'm going to take away your consoles. You'll have to.
I don't think you're going to touch my consoles.
We'll see.
That's a good way to get hurt.
You won't even know. You'll be so enveloped in your gaming on your PC, you won't even know what happened.
I like sitting in my living room playing video games.
You can do that with PC.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, we can have this conversation off air. And then after Micro Center, we went and met some friends.
Yeah.
At a gay bar.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Yeah. It was an accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was fine.
Says.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all. If someone would have been like, "Hey,"
to quote Jerry Seinfeld, not that there's anything wrong with that.
If someone would have said, "Hey, we're going to go to this gay bar," I'd be like, "That's fine. I don't give a shit." I just didn't know it was until we walked in.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
and you could tell
that's an ambiance.
Yeah, you could tell and it was fine. It had good food.
Yeah, great food. Actually, yeah.
It was a cool little place. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Gales is what it's called, right? Gales. I think it's called Gales.
I think so.
Yeah. What?
Maybe we should have figured that out from the name too.
There's lots of names, Jeff.
I just meant like, okay. I'm just saying.
Anyway, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a blast.
And while we were there, like I said, we recorded an episode with the audio was a little different. We obviously weren't in our normal studio.
Yeah.
And didn't have the same equipment.
So we had one mic for all of us sat in the middle of the table. So it is a little echoey or reverbish. I don't know what I've tried to take as much of that as we can, but we got what we got.
Yeah. And I don't want to like rehash what I do say on there, but I don't remember exactly what I said. Basically, Steve Miner's my uncle. He's genuinely, one of the most influential people in my life.
He's okay.
And he's also maybe the person I dislike the most. He holds both
think
titles.
Steve's awesome.
He's great, man. I just give him shit, obviously.
Yeah, he agrees with me on most things. So.
He was nice enough to sit down with us because every episode he listens to, he texts me about how angry he is about what we say. Most of what comes through the corrections department is usually Steve. So I think I'm going to change it to notes from Steve instead of notes from the corrections department. It's going to be notes from Steve going forward.
There you go.
But yeah, so listen to this and hope you guys like it. Here is our segment with Steve Miner. Usually when I say complaint department, most of the things come from one person. He's here with us this week. His name is Steve Miner. I've known him for a long time. I consider him a friend. I mean, legally he has to be, but a mentor. I love him. Also, he drives me fucking insane. Steve, you want to say hi?
Well, you're wrong because I'm not just a friend. I'm family.
Right.
So we're already starting off on the fact that you're wrong.
He's just my friend.
So, I mean, well, yeah, we haven't got to that point yet with each other. So, yeah.
No, that's what I said. I consider you a friend. You have to be relative.
But your listeners need to know that I'm actually family, though.
Yeah. You married into it.
Okay, married in.
Yeah. Someone else chose it. I didn't choose it. Someone chose it.
I choose you. I choose you.
Luckily, I did not ask for your blessings. So there's that.
No, you would have had it. For those that don't know, he's married to my aunt, so he's my uncle. But I consider him more like an older brother. So, like an older brother, he tends to give me a lot of shit about things that Jeff says.
Well,
instead of texting him directly,
but I'm still right most of the time.
You're never right.
It's
no. Sorry, you're wrong as well.
We're gonna get into all of it. We don't even have specific topics because this is going to be just a Steve's wrap up.
Yes,
of the topics we've touched on.
This may go 3 hours.
It may be a long one. I know. I feel like I wasted the word doozy on our very first episode.
Oh,
this is the doozy.
This will be a doozy.
This will be.
I'll agree with you on that.
I've almost thrown my phone out the window. Listening to your podcast. I mean, that's how frustrated I get.
I've almost thrown out my phone out the window listening to your rebuttals.
So what? Who makes you the most mad?
I
mean, I feel like it's both of you, but maybe Jeff and his.
And I'm perfectly fine with that. That actually makes me feel pretty good, truthfully.
Probably Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I just learned over the years not to really care what you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I was gonna ask.
It's just Josh.
Is that part of it? You just toned me out anyway. You don't even know I'm here.
No, it's a one-man podcast.
Yeah, I'm not even on the show. Like, wait, you're on a podcast too?
But then he heard about your friend Jeff, and he's like, maybe he can talk sense into Josh. But then he started listening to this, and he realizes, oh shit.
Well, let's fucking dive right in then, and let's start with waffles. Steve, what are your thoughts on waffles?
Well, I mean, I'm not a big fan of waffles.
Okay,
go ahead.
Whether you're a fan or not, you know what waffles consist of. You know what their makeup.
It's a pancake.
It's not a pancake.
It really is.
Would you consider it a crispy or a crunchy food item?
Yeah, I would.
God damn it!
Yes.
I mean, they are. Are they not?
Yes, they are.
How are they
It's a
not?
floppy.
Do you let them soak in the pancake in the syrup? Is that why they're not? I mean, like, what are we doing?
When you make a waffle and you lift it up, does it have structural integrity?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you guys making waffles?
He's saying that. He goes like this, and they just flop down. How is that? Like
yours is flop down? Is that how you're doing? I don't understand.
You take a sheet of paper and you lift it up, and how it just encompasses your hand. That's how waffles are.
Again, are they soaked in syrup?
No. Well, before I eat them. But I mean, talking about right after they're made.
No, they should not do that.
I agree. That's my problem with waffles. I like crispy waffles, and they'll come that way. I have to burn waffles.
They don't do that.
What temperature do you have them set on? Like, do you know how to cook? Is that your first problem?
Maybe that's it.
That might be it.
No, I'm even talking like those fucking waffle bars at the hotels you stay at. You ready?
Well, that's your first problem. You're talking about a hotel waffle bar. I mean, what good
Belgian
is that?
waffle, right? Wow. Belgian waffle.
Well, Belgian waffles, the round Belgian waffles, or the square ones. You can get square ones too.
You can buy fucking triangles. I don't give a shit. They're floppy.
You can make them any way you want.
They're floppy.
And as long as you know how to cook them, and you take them off there, you can lift them straight up, and it's like a board.
That's insane. I've never had that happen.
There's a lot of things I disagree with this guy about, but this one I'm going to have to disagree with you on.
That's fine.
You are wrong.
In my head, I about got into a fist fight last night at this baseball game we went to because they did a fan poll about raisins.
Yes.
And
I won this one too.
And
it's so awesome.
You didn't win.
Yes, I did.
Just because an entire stadium full of people agreed with you doesn't mean you won a fucking thing.
That's a really big sample. I would
agree with you on that one.
Do you like raisins?
Yeah.
So the question was...
What's your question? I got to hear the question.
Okay, so on the board it said, do raisins
ruin
everything?
No.
Thank you.
My follow-up to that was that raisins are so bad that they ruin fucking grapes. That's how bad they are.
But they are grapes.
They're bad grapes. They're rotten grapes. They're fucking dried out bullshit. Any other fruit, if I leave it on my fucking porch long enough and dry it out, you're going to just gnaw on it, just munch it up, put it in cookies? No.
Did you have a thing against California raisins and the commercials and all the things back in the day? Is that where it comes from?
I used to love those. My grandma, your mother-in-law, to be careful, used to work at a Hardee's, so she had all of those.
No, you don't have to be careful with that one. I go strong at that topic.
She doesn't listen to this anyway.
Well, she doesn't.
I don't know if she knows what a podcast is.
Fairly certain she doesn't.
My grandpa tried to listen, which I appreciate, and then he said he didn't know how to turn it off. And I don't know how to take that.
So
maybe he was only like a quarter of the way in, and I couldn't figure out how to turn it off, so I need a new phone.
Yeah, he's like, just smash it. I'm tired of hearing his fucking voice.
Took a lot of memories backwards for him on that one, hearing you in the basement talking.
He regretted every decision he's ever made.
Chocolate covered raisins. Number one.
Gross.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, those are good too.
Also, and I didn't want to have to bring this up,
but you will, I'm sure.
You guys are both a little older than me, and that seemed like a really old guy snack to go to.
It's really not. I mean, Raisinets have been around. I mean,
yeah, you're making my kid. Yeah,
I may have to agree with you on that one because you don't see a lot of kids or younger youth this generation's eating raisins.
My son loves them, mainly because of me. But I mean, because my grandmother loved them too. But I like them because she did. You don't like them, so your son probably won't like them because you're not going to introduce them. Yeah. As long as there's good people like Steve and I.
Yeah,
introducing them to our children, they will live on.
We're hot here. We're 2 for 2 already.
I hate. I wouldn't have invited you onto this show if I'd known you're going to get
2 for 2.
I thought you guys were going to argue, right? And I was going to kind of mediate.
No,
but this is turning into an attack, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, I'm sorry.
The real reason we had to have you here was because of our basketball episode, and this didn't come from me. I don't know enough about basketball to have valid opinions. I just go with the vibes. Okay. Now, Jeff's opinions are real opinions that he's gained through a lifetime of watching sports. So go.
Well, let me first of all say this is the podcast that my daughter had gone to a basketball camp over the summer in the middle of Kansas, middle of nowhere. So we had nothing to do for about 2.5 hour drive back home. And I listened to this podcast and I swear I wanted to throw the phone out the window. First of all, start off with the fact we haven't even hit play. What does Josh know about basketball? Like, what am I about to get myself into? Right. So everything you said was out the window.
Which is fine. I said that on our episode.
And my brother-in-law, your uncle, said the same thing before he even watched it. He's like, what does he even know about basketball? So, I mean, you were out the left field.
That's fine. I don't watch basketball.
Okay, good.
Now, our football episodes, I knew a lot more about those.
Yeah,
right?
some.
But get the fuck out of here. That's all I do. I have a lot of downtime right now. but he does watch basketball and he likes it. And I don't care about it that much.
I'm going to rein you in a little bit. I don't watch it nearly as much.
You see how he's back? This is what he does.
You got a pro in the room.
Here's the thing.
What he does.
I have watched it up until, probably about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
I watched it pretty regularly. And I paid attention. I didn't ever tie myself to one person and hope that was, I don't follow people that call themselves king or anything like that. I'd rather follow the teams and the.
So does it pain you? We're currently sitting in my basement right now, and does it pain you? I love the seat you chose because you look up and just gaze across the room. What do you see? No, straight ahead. I said straight ahead.
No, I
straight
see
ahead.
The stuff. Yeah,
you see straight ahead the king, right? LeBron.
I
can't right now.
I really can't.
But you would have been able to see.
I didn't actually see that.
For those people listening, it's a framed photograph. He's not here.
Yeah, the king's not here.
Yeah,
he tried to get him.
Yeah, he didn't. He tried. He told me he was going to have him here, and I was like, "Let's not do that."
You want a little more money than we have thus far.
LeBron.
So you guys got to click on those ads,
right?
I also see on the left-hand side. I see one that says Bulls Dynasty.
Bulls Dynasty. I would not. I mean, you cannot be a basketball fan and not talk about the fact that when you talk dynasties, like sports, if you talk football, we're talking right now the Chiefs. We were talking maybe the Patriots at one point. Dynasty, the Bulls were a dynasty. And you would be an ignorant basketball fan not to say that.
So, which dynasty does LeBron belong to?
His own. He is the dynasty. He is the dynasty.
Oh my!
I mean, look at all the championships and all the winning that he's ever done. What's the common denominator in all of it? LeBron.
I'm not saying he doesn't win.
Yeah.
But I will. My biggest thing between the two is you have Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Comes in. What's the league at that time? I mean, they're low. They're not filling stadiums ever. I mean, you have Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Those are the two stars. And so you'll sell tickets in Boston with the Celtics, and you'll sell tickets in LA with the Lakers. When those two teams meet, it's amazing. I mean, and then you have the Pistons thrown out there, but you didn't have one person. You had teams.
Sure.
Michael Jordan comes in. His rookie season, and really up until 91. I mean, you're talking 6 years of, making the playoffs, playing Bird, almost beating Pistons, that kind of thing. They finally start putting people around him. And I think his first championship was 93, 94. No, it would have been 93.
93, yeah.
Yeah. So it took him that long to win a championship. But in those years, not only did he not win a championship, but he brings the NBA to this spot of, without winning a championship, he has Jordans. He has changed like what kids are wearing.
Yeah.
He goes to Nike and basically says, bet on me.
But they didn't bet on him first, though.
Well, no.
They were going to go Magic, weren't they?
Either Magic.
So you think Nike defines who Jordan is because of what he was? I mean, they put him the Nike budget. I mean, they stepped into like, we're going to transcend. It's almost like who made who? Did Nike make Jordan or did Jordan make Nike? Because that spot should have been good. That spot should have been Magic Johnson, right? The original offer was to Magic.
Right.
But Magic declined it, obviously went his own route. Jordan took it. Jordan transcended the brand. My curiosity, we don't go into that discussion, but Yeah, I mean, he became a global phenomenon very quickly just by the Jump logo and what Nike put into it. I mean, that's what it was.
But if Magic Johnson takes that, does Nike go anywhere?
I think that, I mean, I think so, because the budgeting dollars that they put into who they were, it's the brand that took off, right? I mean, yes, you can't do it without the championships and all the what it was. But I mean, I think that from that aspect, you know.
And that's a great conversation. I haven't even thought about that side of it with the Magic Johnson. But my issue with that conversation is Magic Johnson at that time, like he was on the, he was on the later side of his years.
Sure. So you would be able to take it as far as you did with Michael early on in his career.
So it had to go like Magic and then probably Michael. But I think Michael would still have gotten involved in that.
Where I think I see you're going is that Michael saved the NBA. But I think
he grew the NBA.
He grew the NBA.
Yes.
Because I think the Lakers and what they did there, that whole
and
environment.
The Celtics. I was born in Boston, so it was also the Celtics. Okay?
I don't know about so much the Celtics.
Let's not go there. I mean, Kevin McHale.
I agree. I think the Celtics, I mean, if you're talking legacy and performance on the court, but we're talking about what brings people to the brand was the Lakers. And what Jerry Buss did out there with just transcending that whole environment and bringing celebrities in and putting that main focus on the brand, that saved the NBA. And Magic was a part of that. And I do think if Magic got the contract at Nike, that they could have done more with that whole environment and then the whole media and people seeing people on TV.
Like Lakers,
Nike, and that would have blown up and that would have been huge because it's LA and whatnot out there. But I mean, I think there is a pivotal point there that Jordan obviously took it. To your point, he was early in his career versus later in his career. I mean, he definitely helped transcend the brand, but I think Nike is a big proponent of that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't disagree with that at all. I think Nike, and having, because I mean, even at that time, Nike, I mean, you had Reebok, you had Puma. Yeah. Puma was actually really big at that time. And Converse and Adidas.
I mean, let's go parity's sake for a second. I mean, was our Under Armour as big of a brand in the last 15 years until Dwayne Johnson put the jersey, the stuff on and put the Rock logo, because I feel like every single sports TV show I see has that logo. And if you look at that trajectory, could you put, using wrestling aspects, John Cena on the brand and brought something? I mean, The Rock was in the movie industry. He was all over television. He was obviously wrestling. And now you throw the Under Armour money behind The Rock, and then obviously that blows up. And now who The Rock is? I mean, The Rock is a global phenomenon like Jordan was. That's why I struggle with the Nike and Jordan discussion, because Under Armour and Dwayne Johnson have the same kind of trajectory that, hey, we blew this brand up, and everyone looks at it as Under Armour is maybe not as good as Nike, but I mean, they're equals in the play space, right?
Right.
It's a bigger brand now. So, but back to the Jordan topic. Right. On the court alone.
On the court. Okay. Let's go on the court alone.
Well, let's not go on the court alone yet. Why do you like him? Let's hear your argument. Why do you like him?
So I think he brought people to the stands. I think he brought not only just in the U.S., but worldwide. Before that, NBA was not worldwide at all. I mean, they tried to do a China thing with the Lakers, and it was a flop. Like, nothing happened.
It would have been better if it was Boston, right?
Probably not.
Probably. Make sure we're on the same page about that one.
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't have helped anything. But it became a worldwide thing, and I think a lot of that went into advertisement, and it went into. But it was also his play on the court. It was being able to dunk a ball from the free throw line.
Not true. He did not dunk from the free throw line. He jumped pretty close to the free throw line, but did not dunk from the free throw line.
Was his foot on the free throw line? Okay. So that was from the free throw line.
Okay, sure.
All
right.
I didn't say behind the free throw line.
That's fair. Everyone act like he jumped from the half court and dunked
it was on the free throw line.
Something that happens even to this day, right?
I think he did in Space Jam. I don't know if you guys saw the film Space Jam.
Man, you should have.
I almost forgot you were here.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I was 5 and 6 years old when the things happened you guys are talking about, so I have no fucking idea.
Your opinion still wouldn't matter.
Right. Yeah. Even if you're older than us, it wouldn't matter.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's how you guys want to be.
No, it's cool.
I'll stop recording right now.
No. So what defines? This is an argument that I will be honest with you. This is a tough one because I have swayed a little bit away from LeBron in the last several years. I'm not to go down those roads of why, but What defines the greatest of all time?
Whatever
Michael Jordan is. Whatever Michael Jordan is what you define Michael.
We've had this discussion a lot of times because we talk about like greatest of all time it's an opinion based thing.
Sure, but I mean, what starts your thoughts on it?
My thought process is I watched Jordan like you did. Like physically with my eyes. Yes, here's the conversation I have with so many people. And this is why it actually is very interesting to me because you and I are close to the same age. So you watched Jordan.
I did.
Most people that watched Jordan and watched LeBron, most of those people say, no, he's not. And I don't know if for me, it's more attitude on the court. It's how he got those championships that he does have. He didn't stay in one place. And maybe that's an old school thing with me. And I get that if it is. You're calling me a boomer, that's fine. But he stayed in that one place, and there was pieces put around him. He didn't go looking for it.
Sure.
And I understand, like, a lot of people are always like, oh, well, he had Scottie Pippen. Yeah, but he didn't go and...
Was they not go look and bring in Dennis Rodman?
They did. They brought him in.
He helped their second three, right?
Yeah, the last three. But
that also wasn't that era. That era wasn't that type of era. I mean, name me a sport, name me an athlete in that era of any sports that was out there trading up and going somewhere else because they had a bit. I would agree with you on that. I mean, that's a fair one. Barkley was chasing. He was looking for that opportunity because, but then the question becomes, is it him or is it the ownership?
Right.
Because if I get stuck in an ownership, now you get into the whole Manning discussion where Manning forced himself out of his trade to go to New York because he thought he had a better chance of winning there. I mean, now you start to see, I think Barkley probably opened the door. If you get underneath a bad owner who's only in it for the money and not in it for the titles, why am I here? Yeah. You're wasting my legacy at this point. Now, I get it. He maybe opened that door, but that wasn't that era. I can't fault LeBron for saying, hey, I want to go out and win. I want to be able to play with the best players. Yeah. I want to excel, and I want to be one of the best of all time. I want to be a part of something big. You hate the fact
Pippen tried that too.
You hated the fact that he walked in and said, I'm the king.
Yeah.
You mentioned that earlier. I hate the fact that he was the king. Self-proclaimed king.
It's the self-proclaimed, and I think that's what turns me off on him so much.
As someone who's just kind of fringe basketball fan, right? First of all, anybody that gives themselves a nickname is probably a fucking douchebag. Let's be realistic here about it real quick.
Killer Trav is a douchebag.
If he gave himself, who calls him that?
He gave himself that.
That's an Instagram handle. Who calls
he called himself? Who picks your Instagram handle? He picked it.
Okay, it's Josh James. Do you call me that? That's not my fucking nickname.
Douchebag too.
That's not my nickname. It's a handle for a social media thing.
So none of your athletes that you like have ever self-proclaimed themselves a title. What does Mahomes call himself? Mahomes. Okay, I'm just asking. I don't know.
That's his name.
I was grasping there.
That's right.
Does he go around calling himself the king of football? Like, no, I don't think he does.
Because he can't. Because LeBron already has that.
Because
he's a king.
He would. I guess people would probably fight him.
Okay.
But so that thing where you coming in, and it's not completely his fault, right? I mean, as an 17, 18-year-old kid in high school, people were already calling him Jordan-esque. They're already comparing him to the great. And so him coming in that early with just such a chip on his shoulder, and I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm not at all. Like nobody can ever say that. But to crown yourself and the motions he did, that part is just annoying to me. As a friend,
he had to live to that persona, though. I mean, you're talking about let's
he
talk.
Didn't have to.
He had to. I mean, the media and the people around him were building him up. Do you think he was in high school saying, "I'm the king, I'm the man"?
Probably.
You probably. Do you know? Do you have facts? Have you seen videos saying that him back in the day saying, "I'm the man, I'm the king"? I don't think he was.
But I've seen press conferences with him as a grown man talking about himself as a great.
As a persona.
I've also seen Patrick Mahomes, who you mentioned a minute ago. Anytime he's at a press conference and people saying, "Hey, look how good you are," he's like, "No, look how good my team was. Look how good my coaches was." I've never heard LeBron say that ever.
I mean, listen. LeBron's making a lot of money.
So I'll give you a 1-to-1 comparison on that, though. Yeah. That's Kobe Bryant.
Sure.
I mean, he was the first one that came out of high school and went that route. And everybody, I mean, that was the first time ESPN showed, the high school kid coming into the NBA and all of that. He didn't have that attitude.
Sure. But
he was, Michael Jordan's protege. He just wanted to be like Mike.
Be like Mike. That was the thing. Be like Mike. And you can't steal that because it's already been done. So if you're LeBron coming out, I mean, you got to take this from aspects of, we talked a little bit about, was Jordan or was Jordan the Nike Jordan? Was he the guy pushing the brand? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what these guys all are. They are a brand. And for me, LeBron was a brand. He couldn't be like Mike because be like Mike was already done.
Yeah.
You have to have a new brand. There not been a king of basketball yet. And this kid's coming out. He dominated everything. He's bypassing college. He's coming in the league. He's league ready. Everyone's pointing him the guy and they're putting him out there. And here he is. He's coming. He comes in with his persona. Now he can say, no, I'm not. And I get the humble aspect. 100% agree with that. But that was what made him who he was. And he was going to make hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars off this persona going into the league. And that's just now what NBA player doesn't come into the league without having some kind of persona or some kind of image or some kind of something. That's just who LeBron was.
I mean, I think most of them don't, but I think he is not most. And I think Michael Jordan is not most.
Sure.
So
you have these transcenders.
I do get what you're saying on that. And my issue really isn't even the king part of it. It was when he was doing the interview and somebody asked him, "Are you the GOAT of basketball?" And he said yes. Michael Jordan has never once said yes. And that's the humbleness that I look for in anybody.
Which is so ironic because Michael Jordan was the least humble person on the court.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
Completely. And it's,
yes.
To me, and I get it because I mean, that probably in the later years of LeBron's career has been some of the things that, he, for me, I mean, I know you guys don't get down roads of politics, but for me, some of the things he does and says and acts, and he acts like he's bigger than what he really is in the grand scheme. The guy will never be king of the world or have all the says. And so to me, like I started seeing this, like you really have just become to believe you are untouchable in society and in the world. Now, with that said, why I like LeBron is what he has brought to the game, what he has done. I mean, for me, growing up a Jordan person, I grew up in Illinois. Anytime I tell anyone I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, they look at me like I'm a three-headed monster.
It's wild.
What person came out of Illinois from the 90s that does not like Michael Jordan?
It genuinely is. And to go back to Mahomes again, it would be like someone here being like, oh, fuck Mahomes. Like that lives in Kansas City.
Sure.
It's wild.
Sure.
I think, and I mean, I've said it over and over, I really do believe that Jordan was the best ever, is the best ever.
I could be argued into that. And here's the thing.
I'm not against, I think there's probably 4 basketball players that you can put on the Mount Rushmore. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they're equal, but I do think there's a level to them. But I think you have Jordan.
Kevin Durant.
Oh my, I will punch you.
I just wanted to make him mad. See how easy it is?
Kevin Durant's really good though.
Oh.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay.
Tell him how good he is.
Jordan.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
And Wilt Chamberlain. I only throw Wilt Chamberlain in there every time because he did something that nobody else was doing. It was all with 2-pointers. And the biggest thing that people say is, well, he didn't play anybody.
Yeah.
Maybe that's so. But those other people were not playing anybody either.
Yeah.
And they couldn't put up points like that.
Yeah.
So
back in that era. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, to have, 100-point game, to have, those type of things. And he was dominant. I mean, just about every record belonged to him until Jordan came in.
Sure.
And so that's why I
and now
always put him there.
All the records belong to.
Yeah. On longevity, though.
They all belong to
LeBron.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I heard that.
And that's another aspect of it, too.
Absolutely.
Right? What he's able to do for so long.
Yeah.
And you
I'm
can't
sorry
take
that
Jordan.
Jordan. I'm sorry that Jordan got into really bad gambling debts and found himself in a position where he had to leave the league to go suck at baseball for a few years. I mean, he too could have had some of the hires.
As a kid, I didn't. I never knew that.
And so I did. I think growing up in Illinois, there was the aspects. I mean, with again not going into these. I mean, to me, when you look at I love the argument. My son, he's 13, 14. He's 14 now. His buddies in school loved get on the argument with me about LeBron and Michael or other players. And I always go to what defines, I asked you it earlier, is it championships because Michael doesn't carry him? Is it stats because Michael doesn't carry him? What is it about Michael? Now, if it's just pure gameplay, sure. I try to look at the GOAT of all things that have occurred. And Michael, I did not like who he was as a person. I would not want my child to emulate that person.
I feel the same way about LeBron.
He would not. And there's been now, like I said, I'm swaying away from LeBron. But then I like him. I mean, all the scandals. I mean, without going into them, the scandals alone. Kobe, that scandal. to me, again, like I wasn't there. It's hard to see. I don't know what happened, but the scandal in itself doesn't take away, but it tarnishes his legacy. He talks professional sports. MLB players not making the Hall of Fame because of steroids and stuff like that. We're holding them back because of these tarnishes. And then another topic, I get it. But I mean, you're tarnishing their legacies because of something that happened in their personal lives. And to me, that tarnishes Jordan. It tarnishes Michael. LeBron, okay, people don't like him because he calls himself king. People don't like him because he's not humble. At the end of the day, longevity in his career, health in his career, performance in his career. Sure, he's got talent around him. And he's had other teams who's beat him, and his record in the finals is horrible, but I mean, he's stayed true to his wife as far as we know. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing out there educated otherwise. His children coming up are really good kids, and they're NBA ready. I mean, heck, one of them's already in the NBA, but they're really good kids, and they're going to be successful in life, I think, regardless where they go. The money that LeBron puts into changing his community back in his hometown, you put in the fact that to me, he's a good teammate. You never hear anything negative out of any of his former teammates, unlike Jordan and others. To me, the full package, if I look at like just someone who has transcended and really shown how to be a good athlete and stand up to everything that's going on, even if you go down the politics route, whether you agree with his statements or not, at the end of the day, the guy he puts himself together and he puts himself out there and he takes the heat and he doesn't stop. And he performs on the court. Yeah. He performs. He delivers. I mean, statistically showing he shows up, and he's longevity. He's backed up to talent. I mean, granted, there's a lot of talent around who've also watched Jordan era and also watched the Kobe era, and so they're all getting better and mimicking those guys. They're watching Steph Curry. They're all mimicking this. To me, all the things that Michael could have been or should have been, and you talk about all the things, I think LeBron has taken it to the middle level.
Yeah. I will agree with most of those points.
But in true fashion of this show, Steve, it's how do you feel in your heart?
Not even that. Like
this will be the first time right here on the podcast, Michael Jordan is probably the go-to basketball. First time I've probably ever said that aloud.
But
you're
I'm going to agree with that. I mean, just because you just look at
because you almost had me swayed. I was about ready to tell him I agree with Steve.
His pure. When you talk, I asked a question earlier. We said on the court, what he did on the court, the cutthroat mentality, the I don't care. I tell my son, I watch my son go out and play basketball, and my daughter, for both of them, I tell them both, go out there and be the best.
Yes,
go out there and work hard, grind. I'm telling them both every time they step foot on the court. Take as many shots as you want, perform as hard as you can play, because that's the way you're going to get better. Practice, put the grind in, do the things. And not to take away that LeBron doesn't do those things, that he does, but the way Michael went about it, where he just give me the ball. I want the ball. I want the final shot. I'm not LeBron passing it off. Now, again, I see LeBron, why he passes it off. People argue you don't take a lot of game shots. He passes the ball off because they know they're going to double him. They're going to press him. Michael,
they did that to Jordan.
They did, but it's a different era of how you approach the game from film, studies, all those things. So I think Michael was just, and even his teammates, like he was cutthroat on practices. He didn't care. He was a grinder.
It was a different NBA too.
It was 100%.
He was there to be the best that there was.
Sure.
I mean,
and he wanted, like, if he was going to practice 13 hours, he wanted his teammates to practice 13 hours.
I will say, like, God-given, born, gifted talent.
Yeah.
Right. LeBron James probably wins that.
Absolutely.
He's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Right? But I think what Michael Jordan was able to do by
just
hard
determination
work, and like putting it in there.
Sure.
Like that's where it really comes in. You know what I mean? For me, that again, fringe basketball fan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him as my life coach.
No, I wouldn't either. I think top three though. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we agree in the fact that, you know, we're watching an era of wrestling right now. That's a switch topic. We're watching an era of wrestling and seeing John Cena on his last run.
Yeah.
And you could sit back and they always talk about in wrestling. Why I love the aspects of wrestling is they talk about the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. They never say who's the GOAT of wrestling. Right. It's the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Yep. And I feel like I struggle about the other sports. It's always got to be one person.
Right.
Who's the GOAT of the NFL? Who's the GOAT of baseball?
Mount Rushmore. And I probably get that from 100%.
Wrestling. 100%.
That's wrestling.
Well, we're
always
talking
talks
about
about
it.
that.
We haven't had a wrestling episode, but who is your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Mount Rushmore.
It's so hard.
That is a tough one.
Because there's so many different promotions.
How many heads do I get?
4.
I think it's 4. It's
4 is all 4.
Yeah, you only get 4.
I think you got to go John Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a given. I mean, just again, you look at John Cena and what he does and the number of Make-A-Wish things he does. I mean, the person, the character, everything.
Almost makes you emotional when you see the videos like of him just going with these kids because like that's all he gives a shit about.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's great.
Walking down the street, anyone stops him, he'll stop and talk and interact with them. So it's got to be John Cena. You can't do it without The Rock. You can't do it without Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I don't think you can do it without Ric Flair. I think that those are my 4 that sit up in the Mount Rushmore.
And then you leave Hulk Hogan off of it, right? Because like
that's a tough one.
And that's the thing
right?
because like
you could be swayed The Rock.
We would have.
I would take The Rock off.
Yeah,
and the only reason is because with The Rock, he wasn't. I don't feel like he was there long enough. Okay. I don't feel like because he went, as a like people didn't care about him. He was there longer than people did care about him during his stretch.
Okay.
And then he went off to Hollywood, became famous. He comes back, he gets the big pops. Not saying he didn't get big pops, in between there, but he was there for like 2-3 years as a, top star.
Superstar.
We haven't said it yet, but you're wrong.
It is.
I'm sorry. I had to say it.
I don't.
My thing with The Rock isn't even like, I think he was awesome. The most electrifying, that whole thing. He was. But I don't think he put in the matches. Like if you probably look at total matches, he's not a Cena. He's not a Flair. He's not a Hogan. He's not a, all these different ones.
Who changed? I know they changed because of copyrights with WWF and the World
Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah, thank you.
Get the F out.
Yeah, right. So, but who changed the industry from to entertainment? Who was the entertainment shifter? Because even with that shift, they still talked about how wrestling was wrestling, regardless of the E or not. The E or F, they were still the same thing. But who changed wrestling into the entertainment industry?
I think it was multiple people.
You don't think one
held over the other? I don't think it was just The Rock.
I think The Rock is. Really
I think he was very instrumental in
it. I watched her in the Attitude Era, right? Like that was my sweet spot of wrestling. So I saw that whole and I loved The Rock at that time. So he's the first one I remember being like, oh, he's he's in movies. Like this guy, like this guy was a wrestler. Now he's like doing movies.
Transcended.
Yeah, I really do think.
Then on that aspect, if you're talking about that, yes, I agree with that.
I think he changed it from this is just wrestling to this is like a multifaceted thing.
Yeah, because you look at you look at Stone Cold. He was still in that wrestling, come beat the crap out of your boss and flip everybody off, drink beers. Like he was just this hardcore. I'm going to beat the crap out of everybody. Still a little bit of a wrestler, in my opinion. He did
Triple H
entertainment into it, but he was still this wrestler. Yeah. I think Dwayne Johnson shifted the world of entertainment. Now, I did maybe because he passed away and I've already forgot about him. But Hulk Hogan is a tough one not to put on the.
But again, as you're talking about, if someone's personal life comes into play,
but I don't
really count them.
Here's my thing with that. I don't think your personal life does if you're talking about just the sport.
And I agree, but just the part of his
LeBron argument.
Yeah, that was what it was, right? So if we're bringing that into it, there's probably a lot of them that we don't know about right now that are people, but we know that he was a.
But here's my problem here's my biggest issue with putting personal lives in part of if we're talking about who's good at sports and stuff like that is because we would have to take out about everybody from the I'll say 2003 and before, and they're not eligible now. We didn't have social media. We didn't have ways to find things out about people. Babe Ruth, probably the worst person in the world ever. Yeah, sure. He was, he's still celebrated. Yeah. But that's because we just didn't have the same information we do now. Sure.
No, but that's how society judges people today.
Right.
People won't, you could be the absolute best person in business and sports and athletics. That's the same thing, but you could be that. People will judge you on what, other aspects of who you are, right?
Well, people, I think, just look for negative assets.
Sure.
Anyway, so
make yourself a litter.
So if you are a good person and you do all those things, but you're not good at sports, then you suck.
Yeah.
If you're a good person, or if you're good at sports and everything, but you're not a great person, you suck. Yeah. So either way, everybody's going to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's hard. And this goes beyond sports too. Can you separate whatever that art form is from the artist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Musicians is a big one, or television shows. Yeah. We did a whole thing on sitcoms, and it was, do we talk about the Cosby Show?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
I love the Cosby Show. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But you know what I don't like? rape.
Sure.
Not a fan of rape.
Sure.
So like it's hard. Like, can you separate those things?
You bring it up, and I was thinking in my head as you were getting ready to talk about it. Why isn't Vince McMahon on Mount Rushmore?
He should be. But I was thinking performers.
Sure, but he's a performer. He wrestled. Yeah. He was in front of the camera.
Even then, I still don't.
You're right.
And you mentioned the rape thing because he's going through the allegations. But that's happening right now. And I say allegations because it's not been proven out in court and all that. I mean,
here's the thing with Vince McMahon. Even proven or whatever, he's probably would. I mean, he has so much. If you're talking just Mount Rushmore of the sport of like that, he probably should be. You're right.
But even before, in my head, I wasn't even thinking of those problematic things about Vince McMahon. About putting him on the Rushmore. I was just thinking of like the superstars, and maybe that's a testament probably to how he did the promotion. Because even though he was a part of it, he was always the bad guy.
The 80s, I love the fact he buys it from his father, and he goes out there and
told his father, "Don't worry, I'm not going to mess with the other ones. It's going to be just fine."
But he puts himself out there.
I'll work with them.
I'm an announcer. I'm calling the shows. I'm the broadcast guy.
For years, I didn't even know he owned it.
Yeah,
I mean,
wild to me.
I'm trying to think of when I learned he owned it. You and I were talking about that, and I think I was watching something.
It was you said it was the screw jobs when you first realized it.
No, because I knew right before.
That's what we were talking about when you said it. No, you could have been lying, and that's fine. You could admit that lying on the podcast.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
It
may have been right around there, but I think it was right before because it didn't dawn on me. Yeah. Macho Man. When Macho Man didn't show up for Raw, when he was a commentator.
Yeah. Then contract dispute.
Dispute and Vince McMahon. That's when I learned.
Yeah.
Before that, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, because I was a kid and you're kind of growing up, you pay attention to that.
I had to give Vince his flowers in the aspect you mentioned. He buys it from his father. I love the fact he had this tumultuous relationship with his father his entire life. He goes and leaves his mom, moves in with his dad, around the business, and then instead of saying, "Hey, I want to take this from you. I want to take it from you when you retire, like a passive. I'm going to buy it from you."
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go out and work on all the deals with all the arenas where I can build this really good relationship with the arenas. And then I'm going to go out and I'm going to take down not just Stanford, but I'm going to go across the entire United States. And I wrote a paper about him in school because I was very fascinated with the business aspect. The guy who took a small regional wrestling industry, dominated the United States, and has become a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
It is a shame when we talk about the allegations that are out there against him. And I believe they're likely very true. And I don't know all the details behind all of it. When you look at all the things that are out there, like this guy ruined a legacy of something he created. Right. I love the fact his daughter is still involved and she took a hard stance with all of it. But what that guy did, why he's not considered a Mount Rushmore wrestler in the industry, just
no, you're right. You're right. Yeah,
we wouldn't have this without him. That's period.
No,
I agree with that.
So back to it. Michael Jordan, I will say it. We talked basketball, the greatest of all time on the court. He's got to be. I mean, and I'm not, you mentioned I have a thing here in my basement, a big thing of the Bulls dynasty. I have pictures from every one of their championships.
Was it one dynasty or two?
Well, there's three. So if you look at it, it's hard to see, but there are three on one side and three on the second side. There's six championships that they had. It's signed by Mr. Jordan himself and Scottie Pippen.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
That is a sign.
We'll give you a tour of this stuff a little bit. So that brings up something I want to ask you about. You get your opinion on something.
Sure.
What do you consider a dynasty?
Well, you're wrong.
You don't even know what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not how we do things.
I'm sorry.
Right? Will you at least give someone a chance to get halfway through their sentence? You cut them off. Or is Jeff, he doesn't even say, well, you're wrong anymore. He just rips his shirt off.
Whoa.
That's when you know he gets mad. He just rips his shirt off.
Hulk styles?
Yeah.
Every time.
And then fisticuffs. He's ready to fight.
Fisticuffs. Let's go.
Okay. I got to tell him all the time, hey, put that back. That's not what we do. It's a family show.
We can never go to YouTube if you're going to be doing that every time.
Well, maybe that's how we get ratings.
Maybe that's how we do it. Yeah.
So
I need to let me know so I can do a couple more push-ups.
Just a couple. What I can't do one, by the way, just so you know. I get no better than this.
I do them against the wall. It's fine.
What do you consider to be a dynasty?
And
also, put you on the spot. Did you listen to our NFL episode where we talked about this?
I did not listen to that one.
Oh, good. That's actually good.
We have 4 people, Steve. We have 4 people that listen to this show. and one of them doesn't listen, it's noticeable. I knew the answer to this already.
Well, I'm glad you knew. And
it hurts.
It does hurt me as well.
Of all the things that I have supported you through.
He's tired of replacing phones.
Not a lot. Not a lot. When we were younger, you never used to let me beat you in video games, and I asked you many times to let me win a few, and you would
It
never
was the only thing I had going for me. But when everyone else, and trust me, there were a lot that said, "Hey, Steve's not the guy. You need to get him out of here."
Yeah.
I was like, "Listen, he brings his Xbox down. We play together.
We played Xbox.
This guy
all the time.
I was grounded
all the time,
all through high school because I got C's on report cards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the only time I got to do anything, and I mean fucking anything, my grandparents refute this, and they're like, "No, that wasn't the case. You're out of your goddamn mind."
Yeah.
I stayed in my room. I didn't have TV, nothing.
You really didn't.
And when Steve would come down with Elizabeth for like a weekend or something, he would bring his Xbox and he would talk to my grandparents and let me play. So we would play till like 3:00 in the morning. Played wrestling games a lot.
We did.
That was a lot of fun.
What system?
Xbox.
Yeah. Yep. We have it. I still have a trophy from the last time we
did have a trophy.
We played it. Every holiday we would get together and play Madden, and whoever won got the trophy. I've had the trophy a lot.
You know, when I very first came to their house, I remember the basement was kind of a scary place.
Uh-huh.
And you never came out of the basement.
Yeah.
I was afraid that first weekend I visited. I don't think we met because I was afraid of the moans and groans I heard in the basement.
Yeah. It was just, it wasn't anything weird. It was just me and sadness.
No, sure. It reminded me of,
it was just,
like, what is down there? Who is down there?
I just cried a lot.
I don't think I ever went down the basement that first trip. But I didn't have a lot of friends. And then when I realized that this ogre in the basement could be my friend purely because no one else would be his friend and he wasn't allowed to go out and have any friends. I figured this is it. This is it.
People wanted to be my friend. I just
they didn't.
Leave. They locked me up.
They did. Shackles.
Pretty much.
They put food by the top of the stairs, and your chain would only allow you to grab the food out.
Pretty much what it was.
So I bring my Xbox, knowing that I could make a friend because I didn't have a lot of friends anyways, and I could get this person to be my friend.
I get that.
So
that's who I prey on is people without a lot of friends. That's why.
Yes,
that's
why. Exactly. No, we did play a lot. We did play a lot of video games,
and we had a lot of conversations. And we bonded pretty quickly.
We did. There was many nights I think I went to bed at like 7 or 8 in the morning when I heard people moving around upstairs. I'm like, oh crap, I need to go to bed.
and
I'm
all
so
that.
tired. I'm not sure what's going on.
All that we put in, and you still don't listen to my podcast.
Hey, listen, did you get out of the basement?
Barely.
There you go.
Barely.
I mean, it was my friendship that kept you alive and kept you moving. Like you thought.
He may be moving in mine.
Yeah. He may still be in the basement with the new owners of the house if it wasn't for me.
Things keep going like that. All right, I'm going to need another basement probably.
Dynasties.
Yeah. What do you consider a dynasty?
I think longevity and winning in multiple years in a row. So you're talking about 3-4 years of consistent winning. I think adding to that dynasty value.
And when you say winning,
championships? I think first you got to start off with the fact that like you talk about a team like, so you could argue that the Buffalo Bills right now, that's a good example, have a dynasty going on in their own rights within their own infrastructure. So if you could fast forward 20 years from now and you're looking back in the greatest Buffalo Bills era, you got to argue that this era of Buffalo Bills is one of those from a dynasty perspective. If you just look at Buffalo alone. Now, I think lots of teams have lots of winning organizations. I think you have to add the layer if you're going to talk from a overarching perspective. You got to start layering in the championships and the consistency you see in the championships. So if we're talking about that, and we've got to talk about the fact that yes, Kansas City Chiefs are considered a dynasty right now.
Okay, if a team,
I don't think that's even up for debate. That's not what we're debating at all.
I mean, we're talking about that.
If there was a team in a 10-year period won the NE championship, every other year. Would there be a dynasty?
For 10 years?
Yeah,
so they walked away with 5?
5.
What about those other 5? What happened with those all 5 years?
They're still competing.
Are they in the playoffs?
Yeah, still in the playoffs. They may have 1 year
conference championships. Are they in the Super Bowl? Are they 5-5 in the championships? Or are they like 5-0? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I think they 5-0 in Super Bowls.
So Super Bowls. Okay, and then they're like 0-5 or 5-5 in the championships of their own conference. Yeah, they're a dynasty. Why are they not a dynasty?
Because in my head,
Is it another topic we agree on?
Yeah,
I love high fives.
Don't do that. The mic picks it up.
I know that's why I did it. I love high fives.
I think you have to win 2 championships in a row to be considered a dynasty.
You have to win 2 in a row to be considered a dynasty.
I think so. Yeah.
So longevity isn't a thing for you?
Sure. Yeah. You have to. You can't just be like, oh, I went back to back and we never do it again. You have to. What I said, 3 and 5 years. And 2 of those have to be in a row. That's a dynasty. It's a small dynasty. You can have
3 and 5 years, but 5 and 10 years doesn't make you a dynasty.
It makes you pretty good.
Makes you pretty good.
Makes you pretty good.
So, okay, you're
we're about to have just
you're a
Chiefs
fan. If Patrick Mahomes won 5 championships in 10 years, and was in the AFC Conference Championship every one of those years in 10 years, but it was 5 and 5 in the championship.
Much how it's been up until
he's 5 and 5 in the championship.
Sure.
That's not considered a dynasty from an NFL perspective? Is that considered a winning organization?
It's a winning organization. It's the same thing. I'm talking about a dynasty, a sports dynasty.
Wrong.
That's fine.
You're
That's
wrong.
Okay. I think I didn't consider it a dynasty until we won 2 in a row. That was the key for me.
So you win 2 in a row and you're automatically a dynasty?
Considering what we did the rest of no, it's not just. I gave you the.
Did we look up what the dynasty definition is?
Yes, I have, and we've. There's not really a set.
There's not. It's an opinion based.
Yeah, we do a lot of googling, try to prove each other wrong, and most of the time it's just like it's a matter of fucking opinion too. It's no help. You know what I mean? Ask ChatGPT if you want. That's fine. It's gonna agree with whatever you say because that's what it's meant to do. If I asked it, it would tell me what I wanted. You know what I mean? But.
That's not true. You're just saying that because it said crispy the other day on the waffles.
So this is what it says right here. A dynasty means a team that dominates its league for an extended period of time, usually by winning multiple championships over several years. It doesn't say it has to be back to back.
I said it has to be back to back.
I didn't tell it what I said. I just asked what's a dynasty in sports, and
I am saying what I think a dynasty is.
But you're wrong.
That's fine. And so I had to think, and I did some research. I did some Googling, right, of where that thought process came from, and you're both gonna fucking hate it.
Well, let's hear it.
Nick Wright. He's the one that said that. I know. He's the one that said that. I was wondering, like, where did I get that? Because I was like, oh, that's a great, you know what I mean? Because if you just give it to people, they're like, oh, we do the Broncos count then? When Peyton Manning was there,
he won 2.
When your definition,
he only won 1 while he was there, but he went to 2.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
So is that a short little dynasty?
No,
I don't think so either. Thank you.
But we're talking eras.
Let's just stop because we agree. Okay?
But we're talking eras. I think you have to look at it as an era. It has to be longevity over several years.
That's my thing.
You can't say 2 years back to back, I'm a dynasty already. That's insane.
I agree.
But you
we're saying the same thing.
We're not, though. You just said a second ago that you said that they have to win multiple championships.
I think you have to win. Yes, I think.
So if I win 5 in 10 years, I'm not considered a dynasty for winning this team.
It's a great fucking thing to do. It's a great accomplishment. It's amazing. I don't consider it a dynasty in my mind.
What teams? In what sport? Think about this for a second. In what sport over 10 years?
Put your shirt back on.
I'm about to rip it off.
Put your shirt back on.
In a 10-year span, a team that has a 50% championship winning record.
It's great.
It's
I'm
great.
Not saying it's not great.
This is like a repeat of last week.
It might be. It might be.
Oh, but if you win 2, so you're telling me if a team wins 2 in a 10-year span, a team wins 2, and another team bookends them. Let's talk. Okay, so were the Rockets a dynasty? No, there's your question.
Have to, 3 in 5 years.
You said 2.
3 in 5 years, 2 in a row.
Okay, so because Jordan did 3, he left. The Rockets did 2, and then Jordan did 3 more. Why don't we talk about the dynasty that the Rockets were?
Because they didn't do 3.
But they would have done a third one, and so if it would have gone 3, 3, and 3, and said, "Oh my gosh, that's a dynasty." I would not.
If they won 3 in a row, yeah, that's a dynasty.
I know,
How is
right?
that not the Bulls had 2 different dynasties. That's not the same.
That I would disagree with that. That is not 2 different dynasties. That's one dynasty.
How many dynasties did the Bulls have?
He thought I meant pictures.
I think it's a dynasty.
I'm asking you, how many dynasties did the Bulls have in the 90s?
1.
That's not true. That's
wrong.
They
didn't have 1.
No, because the one person that made them a dynasty wasn't even fucking there. They were.
But that era that they played that 8-year span, they had a dynasty there because of that. Because
2 separate ones. Those are 2 separate dynasties.
But but during those winning periods of that one dynasty, during the 3 and 3, it is the same people.
Yeah.
Okay.
If so,
listen, I'm not driving in my car right now, but I really want to chuck my phone at you.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay, so hold on. Let's go with this. But let's not say he leaves and goes baseball. Let's say he catastrophically, hurts his leg.
Okay.
And he's out 2 years.
2 years.
And then comes back and they win 3 more. Are you considering that 2 dynasties?
He didn't retire. No, he left. He left the sport.
But no, that wasn't my question. I said if he...
No, if someone's injured for 2 years?
Yeah.
No.
So you mean tell me the Chiefs went 3 in a row, and then Buffalo took 2, and then the Chiefs went back for 3 more.
2 dynasties. The Patriots have had multiple dynasties.
It's like passing out. It's like passing out participation medals now.
It's not.
Oh, hey, you get 2 dynasties. No, you had 1 dynasty.
It is. To me, it's a.
I will give you the Patriots only because there were like years of them like not making very far. They did 7 and 20 years, and a lot of that was, like you had these 3 over here, and then way over here you had these 3. I could give you, some of those.
But in between there, how many years did they not make the playoffs?
1.
Right.
I think dynasty. So what classifies a dynasty?
Maybe
I fucking said it 95 times. I'll say it one more time. But 3 and 5 years, 2 in a row. It's simple math, my friend.
So he puts championships on, and I'm not down talking you. Sorry, I think you're putting championships on this really high pedestal.
Yes, if you're going to be a dynasty, which is the best thing you can do, right? If you're going to be a fucking dynasty, you have to be able to do something that other people can't do. If it was just being good, the Buffalo Bills are not in a fucking dynasty, and let me tell you why. They never won a championship during those periods. They not even won. So you can go to 4 Super Bowls. If you lose them all, it's not a dynasty.
But I specified the fact that within their own organization.
Listen, I'm coming in hot, Steve. I know you did.
20 years
I understand what you did.
But I understand. But so wait. Okay, so I would agree with you if the team dynamic was completely different. I think that's what, for me, like when I look at the Bulls dynasty, why I don't consider it 2 dynasties, because the teams that won, the players that made up the first 3, and the players that made up the second 3 are the same set of players. So they had a dynasty of players there. They could have gone 8 in a row had Jordan not left. And so that to me, I wouldn't say that
would have been one big dynasty.
No, see, so your argument of like this.
But the 2 years don't count because
if they would have won, they would have counted. Let's do this. I have a great solution for all of us. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
When you see those things and it's like, hey, how many triangles are in this image? And you're like, oh, you forget to count the big one. So what
I never do. I get those right every time.
There are 2 dynasties, and then there's 1 big dynasty. You see what I'm saying? You understand? You get the analogy?
2 dynasties inside the dynasty. I think that's stupid.
Was geometry not your thing?
I failed geometry. It's only class.
I knew that. I knew that in the basement. We talked about that in the basement.
Yeah, we did. That's why I got grounded. We established this.
Now I understand why you have a dynasty method, because you're putting triangles and things inside things that go wrong. That's why you're wrong.
I was trying to get an
simple kindergarten things.
Do you guys see what I'm saying though? Like they were okay. You consider it 1 big dynasty, but to me, the dynasties are it comes down to championships for me for a dynasty.
But you had 6 in 8 years. Mm-hmm. That's 1 dynasty.
Yeah,
they didn't win those other 2 years. Did they? What they do to those?
How many teams have won 8 in a row?
What did they do? Nobody. That would be a feat.
How many teams have won 6 out of 8?
I think 1, right?
Yeah, I think actually.
See, I don't understand your philosophy. So you're saying though, if I win 2
in a row,
but you have to win the third,
because you have to win the third.
Yeah.
So if I take 2 and then I lose 1, what if I win 2?
Yeah.
Lose 2.
Okay.
And then win a third one.
No.
Oh, so now you because you put multiple years in between.
No, that would go with yours because that'd be 5 years.
Oh yeah, within 5 years.
But then that goes back against this. So then okay, so you're saying from a Bulls perspective, the first 5 titles were a dynasty. But that 6th one wasn't.
He's about to get you on this.
That's what you just said. You just said I agree.
1.
Rewind.
That's fine. Let's do 1.
That's what we were arguing. Was 1 dynasty.
Right. So the last one, bullshit. They're pussies.
So the last 2 championships didn't count.
Didn't matter. Yeah. No, I still think I really do think
you just said if I win 2 and I lose 2 and I win a third, I win 3. Steve. I win 3 within 5 years. Then it's a dynasty. But if I win 2 and then win 3, that's considered 2 different dynasties.
No.
Yes. Yes. Rewind it back, folks. Go back to the logic. We're done.
Obviously,
Obviously, you're wrong.
Tomorrow, I'm figuring out how we can get him to call in every show.
Yes.
Obviously, the only reason I'm this staunch about it is because it made him mad last time, but now it's making you mad this time. I didn't know which way you were going to go.
I'm not mad.
We're not really mad either.
No,
well, my thing was
I'm glad you're backtracking right now. That's what I feel good about.
I'm not backtracking. I'm just.
You are.
No, I'm not. I still stand firm with what I believe.
You're flustered.
You're just wrong.
I'm not. I wouldn't.
You're realizing you're wrong, and you're just trying to argue through it. It's fine, Josh.
No, I wouldn't argue as much if it wasn't fun. Just like you should listen to
So
last
you're not
episode.
wrong.
You really should.
You're
listen.
not wrong.
Hold on. You
Oh,
should
we
listen.
can't do. Yeah,
you
he has to listen.
You should really listen to the last episode because he goes out of his way sometimes too to try to get me going. Right. That's what we do. So I didn't know which way you were going to go, but whichever way you did, one of us was going to fucking come at you.
Okay.
But no,
I do
100%. I knew he wasn't going to go against me on that one because anybody with a brain says if you have 5 championships in a 10-year period.
Remember, he was in the basement for a while.
I don't care. This is normal. It's half.
It's not good enough.
Oh, punch you right here.
Now his shirt's about to come off. I see that.
So you see what I'm talking about? You see how mad he gets?
Every other year for 10 years, you win a championship and it's like, nah, they were good.
That's yeah.
I didn't say they were good. I said they were good.
We have proven you wrong, though.
Maybe the best stretch in sports history.
That is a dynasty.
No, that's not what it's called.
We had like a whole almost 45-minute conversation last week.
We're about to do it again.
I know.
I'm glad we have proven you wrong. You don't have to accept it.
That's the whole thing. You can't prove anything in this.
But in you, we have, because you laid out your facts. Your facts were 3 in a certain amount of time. Yeah. And if I said 2, and then I missed 2 years and I did 2 more, and I have 4, that's a dynasty. So technically, you have to allow the 2 in between. So the 3 and 3 cap with the 2 in the middle still makes it a dynasty.
It just depends on where you draw the line. And I want to draw it where it makes sense to me. You see, the end of the dynasty was when they won the 3rd one.
Yes.
And then the beginning of the dynasty is when they won.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't, but yes.
You gotta just know where to draw the lines.
I see
and that's something, I know, again, you don't want to get into politics, but apparently you can draw lines wherever you want to get the things that you want.
That's what's great about society now.
So I think it fits right in with what I'm doing.
I agree.
We're at about an hour mark here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've argued quite a bit. I want to save some because I want you to come on again, and we are going.
Oh, he's definitely coming on again. I think him and I have agreed.
Which is ironic because I think you're wrong about a lot of things,
and I'm fine with that.
And
I'm willing to listen.
You know what's great is that you guys haven't told me I'm wrong, and that just makes me feel really good.
Well, you're a guest. We didn't want to hurt you.
Yeah,
that's okay. I'm not a guest. I thought I was compliance.
I think I'm gonna turn it in. You're gonna start instead of notes from our corrections department. It's gonna be notes from Steve.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just have you record a little segment about the last episode. We'll play at the beginning of every episode so everyone knows where you stand.
Yeah.
The amount of texts I'm gonna get.
They're gonna flood your thing quickly.
That's gonna be 5. It's gonna be 5 texts. I say a lot. I try to get people to think we're bigger than we are. So they're gonna miss out if they don't.
100%.
We're gonna get a billboard.
Yeah, we're going to buy a billboard.
I like it.
Do you want to invest?
No.
We can talk off. We'll talk off mic.
You didn't have to say no that quick.
I'm sorry.
No. That was really
First
fast.
First of all, you hit it, then you don't listen. And now you're like, no, fuck your dream. And I got to tell you, you know what? I maybe we won't have him back. I thought about it.
You're wrong. You're going to.
100% we're going to have him back.
You're going to.
Yeah.
Listen, in business, you never agree that fast. You don't just get an offer and be like, yeah, I'm all in. I'm investing. You don't do it.
Well, this isn't business.
But it is when you're talking
family,
money.
Remember?
Oh, yeah. The one who didn't want me.
I did. Remember, I'm the one that did.
That's right.
Sometimes. Thank you very much for being on here, Steve. We appreciate it, buddy. I love you as always.
I love you guys too.
You're welcome on the show anytime, unless people don't like you, and then I'm going to forget that I know you.
I feel like they're going to love me.
They are going to love him because I love him but him and I agreed way more than I really thought. And it's really making you mad, and which is making my day.
Oh, no. I firmly believe everything we talked about, you guys are going to agree on more than him and I were.
Yeah. The Waffle thing right off the bat was.
I feel like there are lots of topics that you and I would disagree about.
So. Oh, there are. it was just the waffle one really made me feel good because he's been on me for a week now.
Sure. Oh, I'll never change my stance on that because I've had waffles.
So you'll be wrong your whole life. It's fine.
I think you guys need to have your wife cook some waffles on your next podcast. Bring them into the room in the middle of the podcast and be like, "Are these floppy or not?"
Right.
And just have the debate right there and finalize it.
Yeah, he won't believe it. Even if it won't even matter.
You'll need the video feed for that one.
Cooked them wrong. That's the problem.
You'll need the video feed for that one. So.
But yeah, thanks, man.
Really thank you so much.
This was fun. This is a lot of fun. I hope you guys continue success. I think this is good stuff, and looking forward to be able to come back on the show again sometime.
Awesome.
Appreciate it, man. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
And we're back. I hope you guys liked that segment.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun segment.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't talk a lot. You guys were kind of just ganging up on me a little bit.
Well, it just worked out that, the corrections department seemed to agree with me a lot more than what you thought, huh?
It's not even more. I'm the one telling you every week. You're like, if they're your friends, they agree with. I was like, no, they don't agree with me. In fact, if they knew it was me that said it, they would like it less.
I'm just saying, yeah.
It was. I felt like it was basically your guys' episode, and everyone was like, I'm still here.
I just like to point out that Steve did agree with me most times. So
yeah, and if you and the more you get to know him, the more that won't be a badge of honor that you think it is. So I do want to say thank you to him for always letting me stay at your house for free. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Much.
They were such great hosts.
Yeah, they always are. They're great. I feel like,
even though they sent me a bill, I thought that was weird.
Yeah, well, I told them to put it on your tab.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how that was going to work.
I just had incidentals. The rest of it was on you.
You got a lot of incidentals.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bunch of porn that I rented.
Yeah. We're using so much damn soap.
I bring my own soap. Thank you very much.
According to the bill.
No, they're always nice enough to let me stay there. I feel like it's an obligation, which I'm okay with. If I can be honest with you.
I wouldn't think of that as an obligation at all. I'd want to stay there.
No, I'd like staying there. I'm saying them letting me is an obligation. Like I
thought you meant like you felt like you had to.
No,
if you go there.
No.
That's crazy.
I feel like they're like, God, I guess we have to let them stay here.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
but they deal with me now too.
That's what family's for, right?
Exactly. Now we're family,
right?
I know I said, that we weren't family. Now we are because we had that episode and he agreed with me.
Yeah, exactly. Now you guys are bonded.
Right.
Well, maybe next time you can take him.
And we did a whole NFL draft together. So
we did. Yeah, we did a draft this week too. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We're in a fantasy league together.
I screwed you.
You did a couple times.
Not a couple, just once.
No, it was twice.
Okay, one time I actually screwed you. Other people were going to screw you on the other one.
You can say what you want.
Because whatever makes you sleep better at night. I did up the auction, but then a bunch of other people took it away.
You see, guys, it's an auction.
I didn't get that one either.
And when this league is they always pay way too much for players, so you have to overpay.
He paid way too much for players.
You have
now
to.
He's bitching at me.
I'm not bitching at anybody.
Kind of is.
So I had a $5 RB2 that I needed to get. And he hit the button to bring up to $6, which was out of my fucking price range.
Wait. No, you had it at $1, and I hit it at $2. I think you only had $4, but you didn't have enough to go up.
Whatever it was.
But I was looking for a running back too. Also, if you don't forget that part of it, and I had said that
for running back
bench actually.
Yeah, that's my point.
But
so the guy starting.
I didn't know that you're the one that nominated the player. So I'm sitting there, I'm reading the Chat GPT because I'm going off of that because I'm cheating.
Yep.
And everybody else on that was using Chat. I don't feel bad, but
I don't think they were.
But yeah, so I was looking at it, and I looked over and saw the running back that it was, and I was like, oh, click. And that's when I noticed that it was you that nominated it.
So now my RB2 is a guy that might touch the ball twice a game. So
well, I mean, you're
looking forward to that.
WR3 on bench was just retired.
So. Yeah, the guy, one of my bench receivers retired today. So that's also, it's already starting. That's what happens. Anyway, yeah. So we've thought about next year, if you guys have any interest in it, maybe doing a you're wrong league.
$1,000 buy-in. with a 10% payout.
Yes, that's all. It's just for, it's
donations.
It's fundraising for. No, we thought about doing that. If you guys be interested next year, let us know. Getting some fans together and playing with us. Man, other than that, I think we're ready to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had a great time with you. Thanks for coming with me.
I'm so glad we went. That was a lot of fun.
I'm going to get real serious for a second. This is not something I told Jeff I was going to do. If you want to cut this out, you can cut this out. I've said something to this effect to you before off air, but I want to record this because I want you to have this forever. Okay. And again, if you want to clip, you don't have to put it in the episode. That's totally fine. I read something not long ago. And it was this little excerpt, and this guy he was a skydiving instructor, and he said, when you jump out of an airplane and your parachute fails, it's not the impact of the ground that kills you; it's the bounce. It's the impact breaks everything in your body.
Yeah,
but it's that bounce back up, but it makes all those little shards go everywhere, and it's too much to handle. And the idea was that sometimes people hit the ground, and it's our job to either stop ourselves or stop each other from the bounce.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years, man, I hit that fucking ground hard, multiple times, and every single time, man, you have kept me from that bounce. And I love you, and I appreciate you, and I'm not. Obviously, things aren't out of the woods yet, but things are looking up for the first time in a long time.
They are.
And I wouldn't be here without you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Man, I love you. As much as we bitch and complain at each other and, go off, you're still my other brother from another mother.
That's right, man. That's right.
And yeah, I love you, man.
Love you too, buddy.
All right.
Follow us on social media where we don't say nice things to each other very often. Obviously, shout out to our favorite listener. Hope you're feeling better now. Love you. Follow us. What is it? At Well You're Wrong on Instagram. So Wrong Pod at gmail.com. I always forget what they are. At Well You're Wrong on Venmo. Send us beer fund, beer requests. Oh, this is the last week for the t-shirt pre-order. If you want a t-shirt, go on and sign up. And
I have to buy another one.
We're gonna get those sent out.
I got barbecue sauce on mine.
That's you did the first
time.
Not
burger sauce. No, it was burger. Yeah, it was the burger from Culver's.
Oh yeah, on the way out of town.
Yeah.
All the shit we ate that was messy there. That's what you got. But yeah, so if you guys want a shirt, go do it now because the pre-order's almost over, and we're gonna start sending those out. And make sure you tune in again next week where Jeff tries to argue something that's not correct again.
I'll be right. He'll be wrong. It's fine.
See you, everybody.
See ya.